It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see the bruiser, A.J. Dillon. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Cowboys and the Saints on Monday night.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward. Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, or at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team...
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And off we go in Monday Night Prime Time. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Alontae Taylor making the stop. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. It's inside the 10. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First down. 1st and goal at the
Dak throwing again. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Well, partner, it has been a rough season for these guys, to put it mildly. And we know they're not going to make excuses, so I'll bring this up for them. Injuries have not helped their cause.
No, they have not. But I do think back to Tony Dungy's locker room. And on the walls, it was no excuses, no explanations, execution, expectations. This league doesn't care. This league doesn't want excuses. This league doesn't want explanations. This league wants wins.
3rd and goal, Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over.
So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out as a former fifth-rounder from South Carolina. And before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
This just feels like a season so far off the rails, they can't even see the tracks anymore, Kate. Now the outlook is really 1 week at a time, trying to find that first win. Just got to get gritty and tough. And he's got to be the one who really sparks it for him.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They motion the slot man right. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's taken in by Means. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Rattler to the air now. Taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 6 now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it's 3rd down. Motioning left is their running back. To the air, 3rd and long. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the 32. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Now begin the drive with Dillon. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Dak off the play fake. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So now they have 3rd and short. From the gun is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Saints will get set to take over. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Throwing the out route complete. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another run for Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
They'll send Lou Headley out to punt this away again. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Dillon, a first down carry. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following the play, a pause as the medical team's out for an injured man. And this is someone who's used to dishing out the punishment to opponents. That's A.J. Dillon shaken up. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Prescott here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Brought in right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Now Prescott. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here's Dak. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He's got a gain of 6 there. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Rattler back to throw. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Kamara gets it on the draw. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. We'll pause now for an injury. That's Alvin Kamara, who's shaken up as the trainers head out to look at him. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On the give, it's Miller. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Looking to throw, Rattler. He finds him beyond the marker. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They go play action on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Rattler setting a throw. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start to fight back with their first points of this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning from the 18-yard line. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. Dak now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's Rattler. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing is Rattler. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Rattler. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They are throwing it again. Means on the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. They gain 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for them at the 38. Here's the lone back on the handoff. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. 2nd and 13. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Rattler to the air now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Ferguson there to bring it in. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 45-yard line.
Now here's Prescott. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun is Prescott. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He finds Johnson. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. So now here's 3rd and 5. A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down, ball at the 36. They give it to him again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. He's contained at the line for no gain. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Stuck at the line, and now it'll be 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a couple that time, and it leaves him well behind the sticks for a 3rd and 15. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Dak to the air here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now Dak to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Saints working here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Changing things up, they're gonna throw now. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Now Rattler. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. He takes it himself. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing off the play fake here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Mickey kick is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Short kick gathered in at the 15. He stopped on the return at the 27. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll throw it. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts leading the way again as his guys run their mark to 8-1. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Kirk Cousins sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Rattler back to throw. Taken in by Shaheed. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a give on the counter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, they'll run. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He'll get this to Means. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. They motion a receiver left. Looking to throw, Rattler. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running back sent in motion. He's got time here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Throwing the out route complete. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Caught near the pylon.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. It's taken in by Washington. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dillon gets it on the counter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Dak now from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Has it at the 7. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys start the the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it 17-all. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. They send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Rattler. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. First down, ball at the 36. First down, here's Dak. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Means. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll send him over right. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1. So the Saints send out Blake Groupie for the try. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Mickey kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Return coming from the 14. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it sets up 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, here's Dak. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Dak throwing again. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
It's Dillon here on 2nd down. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Finds a man, right side. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback and the receiver on the other.
Six. Dak to the air here. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Dillon with a 1st down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. From the red zone now. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a lead just before the end of the third. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning one of the tight ends. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 1-yard gain on the play, and the Saints are going to have a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Taken in by Shaheed. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. And the Cowboys bring a couple extra defensive backs out. 3rd down coming. Rattler back to throw. Flush down out to his left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back now, pressure on its way. He finds him beyond the marker. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll try and punch it in. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They're running again. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Bails out of the pocket. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. The return starts at the 18. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun given out of Dillon. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Dak now from the gun. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Rattler to the air now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's got Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Hand off to the back. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 8 yards in the right direction on that run, and now they've got to figure out this 3rd and 15. Now Rattler gets this one to Shaheed. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. Escapes a defender. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They'll come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Rattler setting to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Completed to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Kate, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Cowboys about set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They'll give this up the middle to Dillon. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll get them forward here up to the 24-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 24. This finds Moreau. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He's back to throw. That's into the hands of Moreau. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Saints up by 6. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Back to the well again. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They were only on the field for and they got there in time. He's taken down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing now. Catch made by Cooks. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10.
Here he is to throw. This finds Cooks complete. And this one doesn't go far. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here he is to throw. Getting out to his left. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their first win of the season. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Dallas.